Have you ever opened up, you wake up, you look at your phone, and you find a relationship TikTok, you see a perfectly happy couple, and you actually catch yourself smiling? You find yourself actually smiling, enjoying the moment, but then you make the huge mistake of opening the comments. And look, I get it. Hating online is not a new thing by any metric. Trust me, I understand that. But level with me for 1 second. We have to admit to each other that it does feel that Gen Z hates a little bit too much, especially when it comes to happy relationships online. So come with me this week as I tell you why I think this is a huge problem, why I think it's happening, and how to fix it. Because if we're being honest with each other, Gen Z probably hates your fucking relationship. Let's get into it.
How long have you been fucking Nate Jacobs?
What's up, you guys? It's your boy, I swear I'm trying, and welcome back to our little corner of the internet. And let me ask you something really quickly. Have you noticed that people just seem to be hating more and more online? It's not just me, right? I genuinely feel that I can't open a TikTok comment section or a Reels comment section without everyone just hating on the creator, on the idea, on the premise, on anything pretty much. And for whatever reason, I feel that relationship talk and things that people post about relationships are extremely vulnerable to this. You can make one slight innocent joke about your partner, about the relationship you're in, and almost everyone will berate you or the other person you're with. It's pretty crazy if you think about it. And so, after going through countless sections and videos and comments, I started asking myself, damn.
What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
And even questions like, damn, was everyone a hater like this when I was younger? The answer's probably yes, but bear with me. I feel that one of the main reasons as to why relationships are so judged online is because of the internet. A lot of people have a real warped reality of what a happy relationship is and looks like. Do you think if I grabbed two random 19-year-olds, one in rural Kentucky and the other one in downtown Bayside, Miami, do you think they would both answer the same if I asked them what they thought a happy relationship looked like? Because I'd beg to differ, they might not. And sure, everyone has the right to decide what makes their perfect partner, but the view and the scope has gotten so messed up over the years that it's pretty hard to even know what we should expect. So what do we do when we see someone that we think is settling? Well, easy, you hate on them. I mean, if you're not smiling, you might as well ruin someone else's day as well, am I right? No, we don't actually think that, by the way, but that's how some people do think. I do genuinely feel that the simple things that couples used to do back in the day, like, I don't know, ask them what their aspirations were in life, or ask them if they want any children in the future as well. I feel like Gen Z really doesn't ask these questions to themselves sometimes. It only takes one quick look into, for example, Caleb Hammer's financial audits, where you see so many couples that are not on the same wavelength and they don't even know what they signed up for when they started that relationship.
20 boo-boos in 1 month! You're choosing this over your child.
And that's not even mentioning the rise in relationship apps like Tinder, etc., etc. I feel that right now a lot of younger people are having a crisis when it comes to understanding what they really want from the world. And we've talked about that ad nauseum on this channel, so we're not gonna get too into that. Whatever our parents thought a relationship was and our grandparents thought a relationship was, that paradigm has shifted a little bit, and it's definitely worth looking into. And that might be one of the main reasons why you see so much hate thrown on couples that people have some parasocial relationship with online. Guys, before we continue, please hit this video with a like, share, sub, comment. I'm trying to get some motion. You already know what it is. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Please help me so I can help you. And thanks for all the comments and support on the other videos as well. Always appreciated. Let's get back at it. And if you were to put a gun to my head right now and ask me, I swear I'm trying, what's the other reason? Tell me the other reason, Mason. What do the numbers mean? I most likely would answer anonymity, but not anonymity in the way that older Gen Zers or millennials grew accustomed to. No. We all know that privacy online, it's over with, right? It's completely over. That went out the fucking window a couple years ago. But for some reason, the more I'm online, the more I start believing the dead internet theory. Because look at me in the eye and tell me, who the fuck is user 7045931 and why are they commenting Third Reich propaganda on my fucking page? Huh? I mean, where are all these bots coming from? People nowadays, they'll have burners and burners and burners, and we used to have that too when we were a lot younger. I agree with that, but the more and more stuff that piles up online, the harder it is to actually be traced unless you actually have the whole Reddit community or 4chan or the internet trying to search you, right? If that happens, you're cooked. So I feel that it's so easy for someone to just nowadays open up Facebook, create a new account or create a new Gmail account, create a new TikTok account, and then post hate on someone's page. And then, you know, I think that people should have the right to be anonymous online. That's a different conversation for a different day. But people are going crazier and crazier online. It's a weird dichotomy. Back in the day, we actually felt a little bit safer because we didn't think people could track us back to what we were doing on our own computer. But nowadays, we know that's not the case. But yet people are still wilding out online. So I don't know, that's why you see a lot of times in UK and places where free speech is not as protected as it is in the States, people genuinely get arrested for saying wild shit. So be very happy that in the States you can actually say what you want to say online, to a certain extent, okay? Let's not get too crazy.
They're eating the dogs.
It's really sad that nowadays what people do when they don't understand something is immediately hate on it. And if you mix that with how people want to become popular online, that's when you start getting a lot of rage bait material where people will just say the most outlandish shit to get you to comment, to get you to be mad, and spend that time on their page because that means another click for them.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
And I can't blame them, right? It's what works, it's the meta. It's definitely the meta for becoming popular. Everything is so micro-analyzed now that it's really hard to be genuine and actually show your true side and reveal yourself to people that follow you online. So I find it very sad when people will actually post a relationship online and people will just blow them the fuck up for no reason. Can you imagine how many relationships have ended because someone will post their partner on TikTok and then everyone will go after that person saying that they're too ugly to be with them or whatever? You got to imagine that it's a couple at least, right? And that's why I say that social media is really dangerous for our psyche and for our mindset. Even though clearly I want to be on social media, that's why I'm making these videos. So, you know, catch 22, do as I say, not as I do, people. I really hope that as the future progresses, we can become a little bit more compassionate with the people that do show themselves online, and especially partners and their boyfriends, girlfriends that deserve none of the hate that they get just for existing, literally. But hey, let me know what you think down there, and actually answer this. When was the last time that you got hate online or you hated on someone online, if you want to be real with me in the comments? And did it actually affect you personally? Like, were you looking at yourself in the mirror like, damn, maybe my nose is too big, fuck. Because it definitely has happened to me before. I used to run more thirst trap content on my accounts, and occasionally they would say something that rings true and you'd be like, damn, they got my ass, it's true. But hey, stay safe out there. You already know what it is. It's pretty crazy out there. Like, share, sub, do whatever you want, and I'll see you next week, all right? Peace.
Now I'm rapping every single day. Great man, smoking on the green ganja, hey. Hey Sean, I hit you with the spin move. Rotation, different types of water on my neck. Hydration, devil in my DM, shoot my shot just like I'm Rain Man. If we feeling broke, then fuck it, we might do the rain dance. I don't work for money, I just sign paper.